Hey guys, what's going on? This is Zero, and welcome back to another salty snack rant and play with Salt and Sanctuary. What's going on, guys? Hey, wanted to let you know that I tried to do a recording before this, didn't really like how it turned out. Don't worry, didn't make a lot of progress. Actually, ended up running in a lot of circles quite often for a good deal of time. But anyway, let's get on with the old salt discussion here. What I've been thinking about lately is something I kind of talked about in the last episode. I'm going to hit on it again. Is people that are interested in trying to like make a living off of YouTube, and I bring that up, and I find it very interesting to me because obviously that's something everybody would love to do. Who wouldn't like to wake up in the morning, play video games, and collect a check doing it? Or for that matter, just making content and videos that they enjoy making. Because I don't think at any point, anybody here just goes on the interwebs and looks up YouTube and say, oh well, I guess I have to do this. No, nobody does that. This is all volunteer work. Like, you get to that point, like, I hopped on, I can make videos and make money doing it. Well, of course I'm gonna try. But I'm here to tell you a little story, a little background story about Zero. Back way back when, upon the release of, I believe, Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning, a group of buddies and me decided to make YouTube videos. And we decided to make YouTube videos simply for the purpose of education, because we wanted to be a part of a community. And that was really cool. It was at that point that we decided that, we were more interested in being part of a community, and actually the whole monetization portion of YouTube wasn't actually like really that well known. At least I don't think so, not at that time. Which I think was really cool looking back at it, because we were really just doing the things we were doing because we were passionate about it. We loved the game and we loved the community, and it's one of those things that I wish we could go back and I could like relive that sort of era of my life, and make more videos like that. But I'm trying to get back into it. I'll be honest here. I would love to get back into it, getting back into the frequency of which I was posting videos at that time on my other channel, which no longer exists. That was something that there's a lot of miscellaneous things posted on that channel. A lot of things that I'm not saying embarrassing, but things that no longer pertain to what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to represent. So, that being said, yeah, we simply played games and we posted content about the games because we were passionate about the games we played. And that's I feel like it's kind of like a lost art. People will get into the routine of going onto YouTube and trying to post videos just to simply make money, like with that being their sole purpose of being on here, simply for monetary gain. And we weren't like that. We were just trying to help a community out. We were making tutorials and videos, and I look back and I say, wow, like for right now, I mean, obviously it's not much, but we had 2, 3, 4, 5,000 views per video on tutorials that we're making and reviews we're making for games like Guild Wars 2, Diablo 3, Terra, is that what it was? The one game where you flew around, I don't remember. I think it was Terra. And there's a handful of other games too. And again, we were just simply having a good time. Can I jump down here, guys? No, I can't. That will kill you. I just wasted so much time trying to get past these guys, and I just realized that, yeah, you can't jump down there. Okay. So maybe we'll go a different direction. Yeah, we were just totally passionate about the game, totally passionate about the idea of like helping other people out, because there was a stipulation there that the people that could generate the most content and do the most server first and do those sort of things, they were recognized as sort of the elite. Those were the guys that, like, oh yeah, you gotta look out for him because he knows his stuff. Which I would that doesn't really exist anymore. There's the MMO community was kind of the one that helped portray that stuff. And there's not really. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't really see a lot of really good MMOs out there anymore. And I know I'm trying to avoid like talking a lot about gaming and game-related material, but MMOs contributed a lot to my life. As corny as that sounds, or petty as that sounds, games like EverQuest and Warhammer Online and Dark Ages of the Camelot you know, they contributed. They took not only did they take up a lot of time in my life, but they also could help me contribute a lot and help me grow as a person and help me understand things that are important in life. Not only things like time management and prioritizing things like homework and going to class on time, but also things like relationships and networking with people and how to be sociable and how to, you know, lead people. And oh god, that just happened. How to lead people in certain situations. You know, when you run like, you know, 200-300 individuals into well-organized groups to win PvP sequences in order to get to a certain stage in a game, you take things away from that. You take things away. People like think like, you know, the internet's like this big bad place, and you don't really learn anything outside of like, you know, DIY YouTube tutorials and stuff like that. But no, you know, playing these games, guys, I learned a lot. I learned how to, you know, socially interact with people. I learned how to be polite. I learned like what was respectful and acceptable behavior. And you know, that's things that you should, you know, I guess technically learn in like the real world, in the realm of reality. But you know, how often does a 13-year-old get to hang out and, you know, be on a level playing field with somebody who's twice his age and, you know, help them reach a goal? It just doesn't happen. So I would play these games. I would have, you know, I'd be grouped up with these much older people and or similar age, and you know, and they would look to me. They would look to me for advice. They'd look to me for answers whenever they needed help with something, and I was always there. I was always willing to, you know, go above and beyond the expectation. Oh my goodness, that happened again. We just keep getting obliterated at that point. So anyway, it's something that's interesting that when people, they bash the internet and they bash that sort of you know, like that upbringing, and they think that video games are bad and they're a waste of time. Like, I'm here to totally disagree with them. I think the right video games, given, you know, you can get kind of overwhelmed, and me myself, I have an addictive obsessive personality that is that kind of gets me in trouble a lot. But once you kind of mature that portion of your life to where you don't do that anymore, and you're able to prioritize and manage yourself a little better, I think, you know, games, MMOs in particular, it can be very helpful, especially for those who seem to have you know, like social shortcomings, if you will. So anyway, yeah, that's a mouthful right there. Social shortcomings and the remedy of MMOs. And I think I'm gonna bite the bullet here again if I don't get out of this guy's way. So anyway, yeah, I learned a lot about it, and it, you know, it made me more interested in the community, being a part of a community, and being more a part of something that was larger than myself, and, you know, it giving me, be able to, you know, help others out. That was a big thing to me. I don't know can we put a shield on or something? How do you switch this shield? Oh, let's try this. Nice. And it is significantly less damage. Okay. Oh. Alright, I need to run away real quick. I totally had to scratch my head. Totally scratched my head, and it might have just cost us our life right there. Oh yeah, we're dead. We're toast. Oh man. Well, anyway, I hate to do it, but that's probably a really good place to end this episode. Again, I'm trying to keep these episodes relatively short, and what I want you guys to take away from this, for me, is that I think that it's important to get into YouTubing and anything actually that you want to actually like possibly consider making monetary gain from, is to make sure that you're passionate about it. Make sure that you really care about it. Things like, you know, anything, any point you get into something that's voluntary, like YouTubing, like creating videos, you realize that, you know, nobody's forcing you into doing this. Nobody's holding a gun to your head to make videos. You know, that's totally up to you. That's totally voluntary. That's something that you have to come to terms with yourself. You have to prioritize, manage, and schedule yourself to do this. And I understand it can be difficult at times, and you sometimes feel that you need to post content. Like, that's kind of the whole reason I started this series, is because I felt the urge to post content. But I felt the urge to post content because I felt very passionate about a community that I'm trying to develop, and that's important to me. And yeah, the monetary, if it is the monetary slightly, you know, like motivating extrinsically, of course it is. If I have the ability that I can keep doing this because I enjoy doing it, I have a lot of fun, then by all means, I will totally admit that monetary gain is something that I am encouraged by. But am I doing it right now for monetary gain? No, absolutely not. As you can tell, I don't have that many views, I don't have that many subscribers, and I don't have a problem with that. You know, I would like to extend my reach, and you know, like hopefully people like take more interest in the future. And that's simply just because I want you guys to be involved. I want you to be, you know, interested in the things I have to say. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? And yeah. Oh. And you can watch me suck at video games too. Anyway, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And again, let me know if there's anything that I can do to make this thing a little more spicier, a little more fun. I'm going to keep coming up with these things. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, a lot of things I want to rant and rave about and go on about. And I think that, you know, this is just a really good opportunity to discuss them in this kind of video. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if there's anything you want to talk about in the comments below. And I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.